verifiable ID on cloud, which could be used by any public and private operator. And that just happened so quickly that today in India, it is possible to open a bank account in 3 minutes, open a telecom SIM connection in 3 minutes, because with this ID, I can give consent to any public-private bank or a operator and give my electronic KYC information and open a bank account pretty much.
Some of the key indicators versus what we started from 1991 to 2023, from the perspective of, let's say, the per capita contribution towards the GDP, I'm very happy to share with you why we call as Karnataka ACE is the Karnataka is the highest in terms of contributing per capita GDP in the country. In fact, double than what country is doing right now.
Voice, right? Speech recognition. It can recognize German, it can recognize Hindi, it doesn't care. It can Tamil, my language, it can recognize any language and convert it into digital and talk to whatever the chat or the knowledge base in this case in the back end and come back with an answer and be used.
ePath is a solution that we have developed for ambulances. Basically, ambulances plan their trips and we know exactly where an ambulance is moving, and if the ambulance is stuck for more than a minute, we get an automatic response saying that the ambulance is stuck there. So anytime the ambulance speed goes below 5 kilometers per hour, we get an update. So we move the ambulance and we help the ambulance to clear the traffic at that point.
In my view, is to create the conditions and the frameworks that business and innovation can grow within the government's central mandate, meaning regulation, taxes, market access, and whatnot. But I think it is unwise to look to both of our respective governments for impulse where to innovate. You, the innovators, are here to find the niche that suits your innovation, your company, and your interest.
And that's the reason why we in Bavaria are committed to thoroughly explore the potentials of nuclear fusion for the production of electricity. And who knows, maybe in 1 or 2 decades from now, this may be our contribution for a better world in the future.
Creativity, innovation, and we have to earn that every day. And Bavaria is trying to do that, and we're performing well. Always a little bit better than the national state. So Bavaria is the ace of Germany, maybe not ace of Europe. So let's put an ace to an ace, and then we have better cards on the table and can win it here together.
Today in Israel, you have around more than 370 R&D centers. Many of the big technology names set up R&D centers in Israel in order to tap into the talents that we have in Israel.
The United Nations Secretary General has already declared that EPI is one of the 12 initiatives in implementing the SDGs. And in India, it has been already proved that in 2022, the EPI has contributed to 0.9% of the GDP when it comes to the economic value. And in near future, say by 2030, it is expected that it will grow by 3x.
And it really comes down to choice, voice, and stake. Choice is about giving people greater agency that I talked about, especially around their digital, their own data. The second is around voice. People around the world should have a voice in the governance of the platforms and the apps that they are using. And number 3 is a stake.
More than 20% of German world market leaders are from this team. No wonder why this is happening. Because of all these elite universities working there and all the professors, working behind all these innovations happening there.
So we have created a workflow management platform where they are able to assign the tasks. Like for example, we are picking up a lot of data, which is actually road condition is causing a lot of traffic jams also. So this road condition data is also being summarized, and if you're able to put it to the BMPs and BDAs of the city to push their maintenance or prioritize their maintenance activities, so it would be easy for them.
And one of the critical things that we focused on with Merck Group was looking at how bioprinting can fit into the drug development process, which is typically a 10 to 12-year-old cycle where excessive, more than about $1.5 to $2 billion is spent by any company to bring the drug to market. How can that be cut short? How can that efficiency come in? Is how we looked at it.
A solution coming from India. Running cars, Mahindra Bolero, turned into an autonomous car driving on Indian roads under Indian road conditions, and you know what it is like. Some questions about traffic rules, are you to that? No. Having some cows passing roads, some goats jumping in.
So Svoya robots, through this fair, level 5 autonomy on Indian roads under Indian roads conditions.
And it's important, therefore, that there is global collaboration to make sure that we live in a sustainable way